So hello everybody and welcome to the January 2020 full moon release ritual. This is Patricia Elizabeth and I'm super excited to be doing this call for all of you today. So for those of you who are live, feel free to write. If stuff comes up, feel free to write in the chat. I won't be sharing the chat with anybody, and also I'm not going to call your name. So because this is recorded, I know some people are very private and I want to respect that. So feel free to share whatever comes up. And for those of you who are just joining me live now, hello, let me know in the chat, where are you calling from? So for this part here, make sure that for the full moon release ritual that you have paper and something to write with. So I actually normally use colored pens, but it could be a pencil, a pen, marker, whatever it is that you want. And if you're writing in your journal, just note that you're gonna have to rip the journal apart. So you may not rip the sheet of paper apart. So you may not want to write in a journal. You want to make sure that you have actual paper because, like I said, I don't, we're releasing, so you don't want to keep this in words. Perfect. So let's get started here. So I'm just going to talk a little bit. So for a lot of us right now, the full moon, for some of us, the effects are going to be different. For some people, this is actually the only time that they're actually finding that they're able to sleep well. But for most of us, and me included, we're having a hard time sleeping. So up to 3 days before, for me, the full moon, I do not sleep. Sometimes, like on Tuesday night, well, I went to sleep Wednesday morning at 6 a.m. I could not sleep. I was so energized. It's like I had a big burst of energy, and no matter what I did, nothing would work. Like my brain was just hyperactive and I was getting downloads. So for everybody, it could be different. So if you're one of those person that you're not getting any sleep right now, or you may be getting vivid dreams, more vivid than usual, just note this is normal because, like I said, this full moon is very powerful, and there's an eclipse, and then I guess there's a solar storm going on today, so there's a whole bunch of things going on energetically. Just know and trust that that's normal. For me now, when it's a full moon, I'm actually, the 3 days before, I'm literally not going to have much schedule because I know that I don't sleep, so that so I have a harder time to function. So you may want to keep track to see, how does the moon cycle affect you? Because then if you know the full moon, you don't sleep. Like for me, I could go a long time without sleeping during the full moon. Well, then I know I'm probably not going to be that productive. So I don't schedule heavy duty stuff to do during the time. And that's just to make sure that I'm able to get the work done that I need to get done. So let's get started here. So first I want to talk a little bit about this specific moon. So the January 2020, the full moon is called the Wolf full moon. So just give a little background about this full moon because it's also going to help you to be able to process these energies, because if you're experiencing certain things, but then things are coming up, then it's like, oh, that makes sense. So the first full moon of the new decade is headed our way and is definitely living up to any and every expectation you might choose to place upon it, because it also happens to be a lunar eclipse. So here to rock our world as eclipses love to do. But it's likely that the January 2020 lunar eclipse full moon will affect the new year far beyond this weekend. The changes taking place now are set to influence our lives over the first half of 2020, as well as we'll see the themes and issues it's bringing up linger up through the next set of eclipse that will begin in June of this year. This series of eclipses and their ongoing influence is known as an eclipse phrase. And this is an article that I actually saw online. So when I send out the replay, I will actually even send you the link. So I know some of you prefer to read it. So the January 10 lunar eclipse combines with the December 26 solar eclipse to form an eclipse phase that lasts until the lunar eclipse on June 5th, 2020. The December 2019 solar eclipse was very fortunate, but combined with this rootless lunar eclipse, it suggests the strong will consolidate their power. The rich will get richer and the poor will get poorer. Well, I'm not taking that on as my reality, so I'm just going to kind of bypass that. But this eclipse is dealing with issues of authority. So Capricorn is territory and safety, Cancer is territory. And there are some intense aspects that gives off an authoritarian air. This simply means that in the areas where we do feel powerful and strong, we must use that power for good and reach out to help others who need a hand during this rocky astrological time. But let's pause on that and discuss this question. What is an eclipse in astrology? So during eclipse seasons, the nodes of fate, also known as the North and South nodes, which represent lessons of the past and the fate of our future, are activated by the moon. And currently the nodes are in Cancer and Capricorn, which align with the recent series of eclipses. And the upcoming January 10 eclipse is actually part of an even longer, nearly 2-year eclipse cycle that began back in the summer of 2018. With this cycle finally concluding, we'll see the themes, issues, and life changes that come up for us now linger through the lunar eclipse on June 5th, which begins a new eclipse series on the Gemini-Sagittarius axis, and we'll want to be prepared. Go look and see here. So like I said, so on a personal level, because of the nature of this Cancer-Capricorn axis, the energy we are dealing with during these eclipses have to do with safety and security. And this applies to our emotional states of being just as much as it does our literal and financial ones. Eclipses always bring an air of unpredictability. Unlike a typical full moon, which is useful for bringing projects to a head or conclusion, a full moon eclipse is more likely to bring realizations, often of the unexpected sort. So just ask yourself, what was coming up for you during the last eclipse during the December 2019 new moon? You're likely to see a continued thread of energy under this upcoming luminary, but with a shift toward the emotional and spiritual rather than the physical or financial. We'll be dealing with matters of our emotional safety, comfort zones, and what makes us feel nurtured. And given the eclipsy energy, these parts of our lives may feel a bit unstable, which can be scary and unsettling. And this eclipse will make us assess our shadow self. We can avoid personal drama if we embrace our emotions and sentiments. Being kind to ourselves and others is essential. And allowing space for our feelings and sentimental values under the Cancer moon is a must during this eclipse. So like I said, so on Friday, it's best to keep a journal by your side, especially with Mercury tightly conjunct with the Sun. It's possible that new opportunities and plans can arise, propelling some of us into long-term projects. We may feel a lack of control due to the effects of the eclipse, but should trust that it's for the best. And know that it's not over either, because we'll be dealing with these themes for the first half of the year. The energy that surfaces now will be worked on continually and revisited throughout the coming 6 months. Pay close attention to what matters arise for you emotionally and otherwise under this lunar eclipse, as you'll find that things come full circle during 2020's halfway point, marking the end of this Cancer-Capricorn eclipse cycle. So for those of you who are live, when I send out the recording or I post it inside Facebook, I will share the link for this article. So this is just because every moon energy, it's never 100% the same. So basically just know that a lot of stuff may be coming up and it's just normal. And like, don't get all stressed and worry about it. Just kind of just know stuff is coming up so that it can be dealt and processed with, which is very, very important. So hopefully that's helped. Let me just take a sip of my tea. So next, we're gonna do releasing. But before we can do that, let me ask you the question, what are you releasing? So on your sheet of paper, I would start by making a note. I am releasing, and I put today's date, but you don't need to, but I always put it. And then write down what are you releasing. So maybe there's limited beliefs that you know what, this is not serving me. Maybe for some of you, you're like, you know what, have limited belief. An example could be, I need to work really hard to make money, and you're done with that limited belief. So you could write that down, or any other limited beliefs. Maybe there are patterns that you want to let go of. Maybe for some of you, financially, you have patterns that is like, you either have not no money, or almost no money, or just enough money, or then you may have big spurts that you have lots of money. Or maybe you have a pattern that it's always like, maybe you're living paycheck to paycheck or whatever. So maybe there are patterns that you're like done with them. Maybe there's certain situations that you're done with. Um, or maybe there's certain people that you're releasing from your life. Now, it doesn't mean that those people are necessarily bad or toxic, but sometimes we outgrow the people that are around us. Or maybe there's some people there's just plain toxic. That can happen. But a lot of times when we're letting go of people, it's not necessarily that we're bad or they're bad. It could just be we just outgrew each other. There's some people that will be in our lives forever, and some people are here just for short seasons or for a little while. Maybe there are certain projects that you're letting go of. I know for me, for this year, for 2020, there's a lot of projects that I decided to take on, and I've actually released some of them because I had too many projects on my plate. So maybe for some of you, you'd like to release weight, or maybe some of you, there's certain emotions such as anger, shame, resentment, stress, etc., that you'd like to let go. So what are you ready to let go? And for those of you who are live, feel free to write in the chat, what are you releasing? That's just going to make it more powerful. Like I said, I'm not sharing the chat with anybody, and I'm not going to like call people's names, so don't worry about that. And for those of you who are just joining me live now, so right now we're just writing down what are we releasing during this full moon. Because the full moon is actually on January 10th. And let me go look and see what time it's specifically. And you have 48 hours before and after the full moon to maximize that energy. I think it's like at 2 p.m. Eastern time. So it is on January 10th, this Friday. So like I said, it's very, you can do this anytime, but it's more powerful when you use the full moon to release. Just the comments here. Releasing fear of making a mistake. Awesome. Lack and limitations. Awesome. All powerful stuff and feel free to share quite a few of them if you have more. I'm just not going to recommend that you don't write pages of what you're releasing, because chances are it's going to be too much. And that's not good. Hello, fear of not being good enough. Yes, fear of not being enough. Judgment and self-judgment. Awesome. And just know you are more than enough. But I know sometimes we have that fear of not being good enough, not smart enough, not worthy enough. Fear, success, and moving forward. Awesome. All very powerful things to let go. Loving what you're all writing so far. Like I said, I'm excited to be doing this. If you're just joining me live now, we're just writing down what are we releasing. So it could be limited beliefs, could be patterns, could be situations, could be people, could be projects, could be certain emotions. Because if you're holding on to anger or shame or resentment, or if you're always stressed or you're always anxious, that can block money and abundance from coming into your life, because you're vibrating at lower energies, right? We don't want that. We want to be vibrating at higher vibrations. Anxiety, awesome, yes. Releasing myself imposed money stealing. Perfect. Awesome. I know right now, anxiety, there's a lot of anxiety in the collective. So when I do the meditation part, I will do some releasing around the lower energies to help you all as well. Because a lot of times we take on emotions from the collective that's not even our own. And anxiety is a very common one. Stress, depression can be one, um, sometimes anger. So we'll do some releasing around that. Especially you don't want to hold on to other people's emotions. Any doubts, fears, uncertainty, and lack of belief in my own power? Awesome, yes. Time to step in fully into your own power, because we're all very powerful beings. I'm just going to make a note here for thee. See what else is being marked. Releasing my confusion has self-expression, being an eternal refusal to accept anyone else's authority. Awesome. Keep writing them down. Like I said, the more you participate, the more you're going to get out of it. Like I said, nobody's going to see the comments after. I'm not sharing that with anybody. Actually, they'll get deleted when I upload the recording. So, what are we releasing? Like I said, it's very, very powerful. Fear of being seen, very powerful. Self-doubt, fear is awesome. And as well as for those of you who are alive, by writing down as well as some of the stuff you're letting go is going to help me to create meditations for all of you as well. So releasing fear, I get every time I have to step up and resolve past mistakes. Awesome. Yeah, because for some of us, these are all really, really huge. So I love it. I'm releasing the belief there will always be punishment for anything I do. Very powerful. And I just got major goosebumps. So that's very, very powerful. And if you're done writing, let me know in your live. Let me know in the chat that you're done. Just write D or done writing. Perfect. Releasing the addiction of being sick. Yes, yes. We want to be healthy in 2020. We want to create abundance of everything. I just noticed it's 12:22 where I am in BC. The need for approval outside of myself. Powerful, yes. You want to let go of that. Because the only approval that you truly need is your own. But I know that can be hard to let go of. That's been one of my major lessons last year. Give you another 5 minutes unless you're done. So releasing my limiting belief that it's hard to make and keep hold of money. Powerful, yes. Yes, yes, yes. I love what you're all letting go of. My family dysfunction. Yeah, I can relate to that one. I'm like the black sheep of the black sheep in my family. I'm actually okay with that now. I'm done writing. Perfect. Thanks for letting me know. I'm just going to give another probably 4 minutes. Unless everybody's all done before then I will stop. Black sheep unite. Yes. And I love being the black sheep. It means I'm me. I am myself. I didn't always feel that way though. So I'm excited. Perfect, yes. Releasing my codependency on cigarettes to survive, manage, and handle life challenge. Done. Awesome. Yes, that's very, very powerful. And you got this. Perfect. And if some of you don't want people to see, and I should have brought it at the beginning, you can actually, at the end, instead of everyone, you could just do me and it's private. Everything is holding me back. Yes, yes, yes. Let's hold anything that's holding you back. Addiction, yes. Let's let go of that. My dysfunctional relationship with food, yes. Yes, that I can relate to as well. So I used to have an eating disorder, which almost killed me in my early 20s. So I'll give you 3 more minutes, unless everybody's all done by then. And if you're already done, just back enjoy. Done. Perfect. Getting these in space are already, yes. Because there's already energy that's being run in the background. So I'm just done. Perfect. I'm just going to make sure that you're all grounded. See if you're already dizzy and spacey. Like I said, I'm going to give you 2 more minutes, and then you can always add more later, or even come back and do the ritual. So like I said, you have 48 hours from the time of the full moon, which is this Friday, January 10th. Then my pleasure, and I'm excited that you're all here. I enjoy doing these, and I'm going to be doing these probably pretty regularly, and I'll also do something for the new moon to help with the manifesting. Because the full moon is a lot of times you can do manifesting, but it's the most powerful time to release. So we have 1 more minute. So if you're not done, just finish off. Like I said, you can always come back and do the release ritual back again. Because you don't want to be writing pages of pages and release everything all at once, because that would not be good. If I'm going to give you another 30 seconds, so if you're not done, just finish off. Like I said, you can always come back and do this after, like do it back again. I normally do 2 release rituals just because I maximize the releasing. Perfect. So now we're going to get to the next part. So if you're not done, just put your pen and paper or your pen aside, and you can always come back and do it back again as well. Said I do a release ritual at least twice during the full moon energies. You just want to make sure that I normally do it like a little bit before the full moon, and then I'll do it like a day and a half after the full moon. So very, very powerful. So the next step is I'm going to walk you through a release ritual. Then after this, I'm going to do a guided meditation where I'm going to help you to release energetically. So the release ritual, there's 2 ways you can do this, okay? And I want you to take whichever way feels safer for you. The first way is if you have a fireproof bowl or a fireproof container, or you could use a barbecue pit, is to safely, keyword is safely, burn your sheet of paper, okay? If you're not able to safely burn your sheet of paper, or you're not comfortable, it took me a very long time to be comfortable to burning paper. Before that, I was like, I cannot burn this. If that's the case for you, or you can burn it when you get home, that's fine. If that's the case and you're either afraid of fire, or you're not 100% confident and comfortable, or you don't have a place you can safely burn it, what you can do is instead is rip your paper apart. You can either like cut it up, or you can rip it. I used to rip it because I just would feel better, and then it's like, okay, and then it's done. So either safely burn the sheet of paper, or shred it, or rip your sheet of paper. You do not want to keep this paper because you are letting go of it. So whatever feels good for you. I know I have clients that they'll use their barbecue. So if you're not home, and you can do it later as well as if you want. So I know I have a few clients, they'll use their barbecue and they'll actually shred it, and they'll burn it, they'll light up their barbecue, and they'll just put it in there. If you have a fire pit, you can use a fire pit. I have a little metallic bowl, and I'll kind of cut my paper in little pieces, and then I will burn each one individually. Do whatever works best for you, and that's done safely, okay? I don't want anybody burning down anything. Said you have 2 options. For those of you who are live, let me know if you're doing it now, or if you're going to do it later, let me know in the chat as well. Because if everybody's doing it later, then I will move on to the meditation. But if somebody's doing it now, then I will wait for you to do it. We do later, perfect, later, later, perfect. We'll do later, perfect, do later, perfect. Just gonna give a few minutes, like I said. And when you're doing this, just visualize that you're releasing. Now, if you're burning your sheet of paper and it's burning really slow, or it's burning, I want you to ask yourself, are you ready to let go of this? Because normally if you're burning it and you're ready to let go of it, it will burn pretty quickly. Now, sometimes it could be that you're not ready to release it. Sometimes it could be you're trying to release too much. So just something to be aware of. So we'll do later, perfect. Sit. I know I have, I'm just gonna wait to see a few minutes, like I said. So if the fire burns really, your sheet of paper burns quickly, it means you were ready to release. And that's why I do 2 release ritual, because I like to release. So I release part of it in one ritual and then the other part in the other ritual. So that way there, I know it's for my highest good as well. So I'm just gonna wait and see. So perfect. So if anybody is burning it, just let me know, because if not, I'm going to move on to the meditation part. I think most people told me they were all doing it later. Perfect. And like I said, just make sure that you're doing it safely. Safety is the #1 thing. So I'm just going to move on to the meditation part. So I'm going to be doing a full moon release meditation. And for this part, make certain that you're in a safe place, so you're not driving, walking, or operating any type of machinery while listening to this meditation. Because for some of you, you may fall asleep. Some of you may go in a deep trance. Just know if you're falling asleep, unless of course you're not in a safe place, then don't allow yourself to fall asleep. But if you're in a safe place and you're feeling yourself fall asleep, just let yourself fall asleep, because that just means that your conscious mind is sliding out of the way so your subconscious can take over, and means that there's a lot of deep healing and releasing that is happening. Now, if you're not in a safe place, like I said, you can still, I would recommend that you come back and listen, because I don't want anybody getting hurt or anything. So for those of you who are live, let me know in the chat that you are ready for the meditation, so you can mark R so I know that you're ready, as well as make sure that you're well hydrated and that you drink a lot of water in the next few days, because it's going to help you to fully process these powerful energies that you will be receiving. So I think I'm just going to take a sip before we start, give everybody a chance to let me know that they're ready. Quite a few people are already ready. Awesome. Perfect. Ready, ready, ready. Perfect. We're just going to give another 30 seconds and we'll get started. So just make sure you're in a safe place, because I'm going to be running my integrated soul activation, full moon release activation, which is going to help you to tap into the energies of the full moon to energetically release what is no longer serving you, which is for your highest good and healing. So that we're going to be doing some major releasing today. And I know I'm going to get asked this question, so yes, you can come back and listen to the meditation part, but just allow yourself at least a sleep cycle. So I know, like, I have somebody in Australia. So Australia, I know for you guys is like daytime right now. It's like morning. So you're going to want to make sure that you at least have one sleep before you listen to it back again. And make sure you're well hydrated. So let's get started. Like I said, I'm super excited to be doing this. Just gonna. As well as you may hear me yawn quite a bit during the meditation, if you do, just know this is normal. This just means that the energy is processing, and this is something I don't control. So I know I've had somebody who complain to me because I yawn. It's not something that I do on purpose. It's just the energies are really strong. So if I'm aware of it, I'll pause myself, but I don't always realize that I'm yawning. So just know it's not intentionally done. It's just the energy is clearing. So let's get started here. So start by finding a comfortable place to sit or lie down. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and center yourself in your heart. Call back all parts and pieces of you, anywhere's you, or your attention is off to, back into your heart space so that all of you can receive these powerful energies. Now I want you to see, feel, or imagine a beautiful pink light that is coming up from your lower spine and it's going straight to the heart chakra of Mother Earth. Now I want you to see, feel, or imagine a beautiful golden light that is coming down from the sky, and it keeps coming down and coming down and coming down, and is now entering your crown chakra, which is on the top of your head. Just allow this beautiful golden light to activate your crown chakra and cleanse it of any stuck energies. Now this beautiful golden light is going to go down, going straight to your third eye chakra. And just allow it to activate your third eye and cleanse it of any stuck energies. And now for some of you, it's possible that your golden light may change colors. And if that's the case, just know that's normal. And your light will be the color it's meant to be for you. So now this beautiful light is going to go down your face, down your throat, going straight into your throat chakra. And just allow it to activate your throat chakra and cleanse it of any stuck energies. Now this beautiful light is going to go down your shoulders, down your arms, down your hands, down your chest, going straight into your heart chakra. And just allow it to activate your heart chakra and cleanse it of any stuck energies. Now this beautiful light is going to go down to your solar plexus chakra. And just allow it to activate your solar plexus so it can clear and activate your solar plexus. So now your beautiful light is going to go down your stomach, going straight into your sacral chakra. And just allow it to activate your sacral chakra and cleanse it of any stuck energies. Now this beautiful light is going to go down your hips, going straight into your root chakra. And just allow it to activate your root chakra and cleanse it of any stuck energies. Now your beautiful light's gonna go down your legs, into your feet, down your pink light. It's gonna go down, down, down until you reach the heart chakra of Mother Earth. And here you will see, feel, or imagine a beautiful crystal ball. And this is the heart chakra of Mother Earth. Go ahead and anchor your pink light into their heart chakra and just feel yourself connecting to her magical energies. Now in front of you, you're going to see a beautiful and comfortable chair or bench. So go ahead and sit down and just feel yourself being swaddled in the powerful energies of Mother Earth. And right now I'm just going to run the integrated soul activation full moon release activation. So just feel yourself connecting to the powerful energies of the full moon. And just release what's no longer serving you, which is for your highest good and healing now. And as you're releasing to the full moon, some of you may start to feel yourself becoming lighter and lighter. And just know you're grounded, so it's okay. You are safe. Just know it is safe for you to let go of what's no longer serving you. And you deserve to let go of what's no longer serving you. These could be limited beliefs, patterns, situations, maybe projects, maybe weight, maybe certain emotions, maybe certain people. Just know you will only release what wishes for your highest good and healing now. So right now I'm just going to run a grounding activation, which will ground you. And now feel yourself connecting to the magical energies of Mother Earth. So you're now going to start to feel the energies slowing down. And just note these energies will continue to work in the background for the next few hours, so you can still expect ongoing shifts. So now you're going to see beautiful pink light magically appear in front of you. Go ahead and gather this powerful earth energy and bring it up through the pink light, going up, 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 going straight into your heart chakra. Allow these beautiful earth chakra energies to align and activate into every cell, molecule, and areas of your life with ease and joy. Now start by taking a deep breath in and feel yourself coming back into your body. Take another deep breath in and feel yourself being back fully in your body. You're fully aware of the room that you are in. It's just not as safe for you to come back into your body. Take another deep breath in And wiggle your hands and your feet and your body just to make sure that you're back. And when you're ready, take another deep breath in and open your eyes. So right now, I'm just gonna make sure that you're well grounded. So for those of you who are live, let me know in the chat what came up for you, what did you experience, as well as let me know that you're back. I'm just gonna make sure that you're all grounded. So I'm just gonna activate all of your chakras again and make sure that you're grounded. And if you still feel that you're not grounded, so maybe you're spacey a little bit, just continue taking deep breaths and breathing from deep from your stomach, as well as you can visualize you have roots coming out of the bottom of your feet. The roots are going straight to the heart chakra of Mother Earth, and they're anchoring themselves there. So just feel yourself really connecting to her powerful energies. Just gonna wait. And as well as I cannot stress how important it is for you to drink, make sure you're well hydrated. So if you already drink a lot of water, you may want to drink more because that's going to help you to fully process these energies that you're in. As well as for some of you, you may want to take maybe a salt bath. You may want to spend time in Mother Nature if it's possible. But just make sure you do that. So let me go look and see. Definitely felt Mother Earth's embrace. Yeah, it was very powerful. And back, felt connected and empowered by Mother Earth. A lot of energy. Got in the middle of a line going up and down. Go there today also. Yeah, like I said, you can come back and do this meditation, but wait at least one sleep before doing it back again. A lot of energy moving, needing to continually ground. Yeah, it's very, 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 very powerful. Then after this, I'm going hiking. So I'll be sending lots of mother energy, right? Much freer, more my real self. Awesome. I love that. Does anybody feel that they're not grounded and they need extra support for grounding? If you're live, let me know. My pleasure. And I'm excited you were here. A lot of yawning. I feel more sleepy now. Awesome. Means there's a lot of releasing happening. So pay close attention to your emotions right now. Some of you may feel more emotional than usual. Just know that's normal. I mean, we are in a very powerful full moon. Like I said, we have the eclipse and there's a whole bunch of things coming up. Just allow yourself to let those emotions come up because they're coming up to be clear. So got back, coughing a bit and teary eyes, really powerful, but I'm feeling stronger by the minute. Awesome. Yeah, it's very, very powerful. Like I had tears coming down of my eyes, which is the only time I like to cry is when I'm doing this work. My pleasure, and I'm excited you were here. Hopefully you're not affected by the fires because I know in Australia right now, all the fires. My pleasure, excited that you're here. So like I said, so yeah, so make sure you're well hydrated. And what I said in the beginning, I'm going to post the link for the article that I talked about so that you'll all have that. So I'm going to wish you all a magical day. Thank you for those of you who were live. I do know fires. I'm glad to hear. So far, everybody I know in Australia except two, they're far away. So I'm glad. My pleasure. So perfect. Yeah. So I'll post the link back again. My pleasure. Excited you're here. So thank you. Thank you for those of you attended live. I appreciate each one of you. And if you're watching the replay, I appreciate you as well because I know it's not always possible to attend live. So I'm going to wish you a magical day. I'll stay on live for a little bit if anybody wants to speak. So I'll talk to you all soon. Bye for now.